We were having a conversation about the gun show loophole. For those of you who don't know what the gun show loophole, it is basically this. The federal government says that if you buy a gun, you have to submit to a background check. However, that law only applies to federally licensed firearm dealers, gun dealers. If you and I have a sale of guns, depending on where we're at in the country, we don't have to submit to the background check. I say depending on where we're at in the country because there's no federal law that says that if I sell you a gun, I have to submit a background check on you or vice versa. States can implement that on their own. And in 33 states, all red, by the way, you can buy a gun at a gun show without having to produce so much as your name, let alone fill out a background check. That's the gun show loophole. And people who want to buy large quantities of guns under the table go to these gun shows and buy large quantities of guns from collectors and not federally licensed firearm dealers. And so therefore they don't have to submit to a background check. This person says a private individual cannot submit a background check. You Democrats will never give up, but that's good. But you just won't win, just like the election. Well, you're right and you're wrong. A private individual cannot run a background check, but states make private sellers run background checks. So how do they do it? Well, this is from Giffords.org, and this is about gun shows in Illinois. All sellers are required to conduct background checks on prospective firearm purchasers at gun shows in Illinois. Any person who is not a licensed dealer who desires to transfer or sell a firearm at a gun show must first request that the Illinois Department of State Police conduct a background check on the prospective recipient. DSP is required to maintain a firearm transfer inquiry program for these purposes, authorizing licensed dealers, gun show promoters, and gun show vendors to contact DSP through a dial-up telephone system or other electronic portal. The DSP must assign a unique identification number to the transfer, if approved, which is to be provided to the transfer. Approvals are valid for 30 days. The unique identification number must be recorded by the transferor on the record of the transfer, which, like all transfer records, must be kept for a minimum of 10 years. A gun show is defined as an event or function at which the sale or transfer of firearms is the regular and normal course of business and where 50 or more firearms are displayed, offered, or exhibited for sale, transfer, or exchange, or at which not less than 10 gun show vendors display, offer, or exhibit for sale, sell, transfer, or exchange firearms. A gun show includes the entire premises provided for the event, including parking areas. So as you can clearly see, while individuals by themselves cannot conduct a background check, there are ways it can be done, and Illinois is one example of how it can be done a certain way. So yes, we can extend background checks to all purchases, including private sales, person-to-person sales, who are not licensed firearm dealers, just like they do here in Illinois.